This
concern.
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, like if you can open that link, like when I'm trying to do that, what I thought was like, since I already have a machine which has Jenkins and everything else, I created a CentOS machine with Docker, and I'm trying to go to Jenkins and try to set up Docker as slave. But when I come to that configure clouds part, it's asking for the Docker image.
Okay, yeah,
Basically, I
that's
think
what.
you got confused here. I
Okay,
understood.
so no
I did
problem.
not
I'll
get it
share.
for the first. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I'll share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? I hope
Amar,
yes.
I got one issue actually. Maybe after this we can discuss about it.
Sure, definitely.
Okay.
And not simply saying issue I don't accept. I want your explanation for that. What you have done to resolve that issue. I need that
Okay.
explanation from you.
Yeah.
And why you are not able to do it. So you have to explain me. Then after I will explain. Okay, because in real time also your client won't listen any words from you. Okay, simply like so I'm getting issues, I'm unable to complete, these are so not I mean so justified words. He don't listen you. You have to complete at any cost. You have to search, you have to Google, right? So they won't listen your words. So first I need your explanation, what you have done to resolve it. Okay, then after I will explain. Now first let me explain about our concept. What is my requirement? So this is my Jenkins mission, Jenkins master. So I hope you guys aware of what is slave mission. In a previous session what we have done, so one more worker node, one more mission, so where I have Maven installed, and this mission, this EC2 instance, I added into my Jenkins console as a slave mission. This is slave mission, right? So whenever my developer, so like this is a developer laptop, and this is a GitHub, and so developer used to log into one machine. So first of all, he will pull the code, git pull. Okay, so this is development mission, and this is your GitHub repository. So again, once the developer did the changes, he will push also, right? So it's git push. So immediately, so Jenkins poll SCM, right? So it will trigger the job. Trigger the job. This is slave mission. So maybe I can write it here itself. So it will trigger the job onto slave machine, and the remaining steps like Maven build, sonar checks, Nexus checks, everything done, and finally it will deploy. This is your Tomcat server. This is your Tomcat server. So finally, this whatever the var file you're getting, so it will be installed on top of it, and your developer will be notified. This is what CI/CD, guys, right? So your developer will log into development server. They will pull the code from GitHub, and finally will push it. Then after, Jenkins will be notified with the poll SCM option. So immediately Jenkins will trigger the job. So onto the slave machine, your Maven will build the application, run the sonar checks, run Nexus checks. Then after that, application will be installed on top of Tomcat, right? So here on top of it, instead of this slave machine, okay. So I need only one thing extra. Leave it. This is a dev server. What I want to do. So this is my Docker host. On top of it, this is my container. Here something Maven is running. Okay, so some Maven or something is running on top of this container. Okay, so this container I want to make it as slave machine. That is my task. Not this EC2 instance, not this Docker host. I need one image. So on top of this image, your build will be built. So you have to get the code and you have to build your application, and then after again so what will happen, sonar checks, nexus checks will be happen on top of this server. So then after, so that var file you will be generated, right? So that var file you have to generate on top of Tomcat server. Okay, so this is what my requirement. So I asked Tomcat, sorry, here one more image, Docker image every time. So under this, your build steps should be triggered. Now, did you understand? Instead of direct EC2 instance, one Docker host, inside that one Docker container. This is my request. So this is my task. Even one more thing also we can do. Even this Tomcat server also, it can be one more containers. Maybe here itself for EC2. Here itself, I can have one more Tomcat container. So simply I can copy my content from this container to this container instead of EC2 instance. That is here. This is Tomcat server, Tomcat container. Did you understand? Right? అర్థమైందా?
Yes, Amar.
అది మీ టాస్క్ నేను ఇచ్చింది. సో ఎలా యాడ్ చేయాలి స్లేవ్ మెషిన్, దట్ ఈస్ వాట్. సో హియర్ స్లేవ్ మెషిన్ యాడ్ చేసాం కదా. సో యూ యాడెడ్ స్లేవ్ మెషిన్, రైట్? సో సారీ, యు ఆర్ ట్రైయింగ్ టు యాడ్ అ స్లేవ్ మెషిన్. సో యాక్చువల్లీ we are not adding this machine, we are adding this container as a slave machine. So every time your job will be triggered on top of this slave machine. That is my intention. So how
Okay.
to do it?
So on that machine, I'm going to create a Docker image which will have Mav and Jenkins and
Exactly.
everything. Okay.
No, Jenkins, again, Jenkins here already running. Why you need Jenkins here? So are we installing any Jenkins on our slave machine? No, right? So I'm talking about general EC2
Yeah,
instance.
in general we
So
don't.
are you installing in? Yeah.
But
Then why
if
you are installing Jenkins here?
Can you go back to that link, like which you shared?
I don't know. Can you ping me?
Yeah.
I have pinged you in the group.
Okay. Tell me, what is your confusion here?
Like if you keep going down here, Jenkins slave Docker image. Like this is the Jenkins where we have like this is the machine where we have Jenkins on.
Next step
No,
is
no,
to
no.
create slave.
I think she got digressed. Actually, this is the Jenkins slave machine. This will have only
Not
Maven,
for
not Jenkins.
Jenkins image for Maven. So maybe here not like that. Actually, it seems for Jenkins master also is using I think that image itself. It can be
Uh,
possible, right? Even the master also can be a Jenkins image. Yes or no?
no, no. No, initial steps he has mentioned that he need a Jenkins setup running.
Oh, okay. Maybe I haven't gone through that initial step. So,
Yeah.
but generally, leave it
Okay.
whether you have master setup or not. So it can be a physical machine, it can be EC2, it can be a again it's like a Jenkins image also. Maybe one more. So that's out of scope. Now my question is how to add Jenkins. So this slave, this container into this Jenkins. That is my task. It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Like I
Hmm.
think Shilpa is trying to say like the Jenkins machine which we already have. That's the master
Yeah.
where we are trying to manage our Jenkins. This part is that, and if you keep going down where we configure like the Docker in Jenkins.
According to the steps, what he has mentioned is like he is expecting a Jenkins server up and running.
Uh-huh.
Okay, in
Hmm.
any EC2 instance, or okay, after that, what he is doing is he has created one Docker image which has a Maven in that. Okay,
Exactly.
Okay.
then what he has done is that Docker image he has configured. Usually we'll configure through the nodes, right? Instead
Okay.
of that, when you install the Docker plugin, then you'll get one cloud node also. So
Okay.
that in that cloud node, we'll add the Docker which we have created through that particular image. What he has given us. I think it is some. He has
You
mentioned some. His own Docker image actually. Then he's trying to uh, build the build he's trying to build through the job freestyle job, that's it.
okay.
Exactly. Yes. So here simple Sarada. So actually, how do we add a slave machine, EC2 instance slave machine? So first of all, I have taken one Linux box, CentOS or Red Hat, whatever you need. I installed Maven on top of it. This is
Mm.
just Linux box, not a Docker, nothing. Okay, just a common Linux box. I
EC2. Yeah.
installed Maven, and here if I log into my Jenkins console, so I can find out manage Jenkins, then manage nodes. Okay, so
Mm.
so there I will add node. Then after I will provide this node details, node IP address, node username, password, everything. Right?
Right.
But
Mhm.
here in the same way, how you add and trigger your job on top of slave machine. Now I want to, so let's assume that I do have one Docker host. In the Docker host, I have one Maven container. This container, I want to add it as a slave machine. Now, instead of running my job on my EC2 instance directly, okay, so what I have to do is, here I have one Docker host already. So this Maven container, I want to add it as a slave machine. For that purpose, you have to follow these nodes. So then after, once you add your Maven container here as a slave, so whenever you open a job configuration. So again, in job configuration, I have to tell, right, in which server I want to run my job. So is it on master or is it on slave machine? So that part I can give this Maven server instead of this EC2 instance. Okay, I don't want to make one more like a separate EC2 instance. What I
Oh,
would do,
you're
this is for
giving
development
the
only. Yeah,
you're
I'm giving
giving
this
that
Maven
container
container.
image.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that every time this container will be started, here my job will be triggered, here only application will be built. And again, you can have one more container here itself. No need to have one more EC2 instance for
Okay.
Tomcat. Just to reduce my cost.
Okay.
What I will do here itself, I will open one more Tomcat container. I'll copy the build from here to here.
Okay.
So
I
here,
got.
instead of two like EC2 instances, maybe I can have Sonar container also here. Sonar and Nexus also I can make it here itself.
Okay. I
Got it?
got it,
Sonar
Amarnath.
and Nexus also.
Yeah. I'll do it now.
Okay, so that is what my task. So your images should be in one of the Docker hosts. You should have Maven image, Tomcat image, Sonar image, Nexus image. And your job should be triggered on this Maven job. These Sonar and Nexus should be integrated, and this Tomcat also integrated. So earlier we used to have separate server. For again, this is Sonar, this is Nexus. So how many servers we are using? We were using earlier one
Four.
Maven, one Sonar, one Nexus, one Tomcat. But now how many servers you are using? Only one EC2 instance. So just for reduction, to reduce my cost, to reduce my maintenance, I'm going with my containerization. That is what I given that task.
Hello.
Got it? Yes.
Yes, Samit.
Yes, Shilpa, tell me. Hello, Shilpa. Yes, tell me. You're saying something?
Yeah, earlier to that, you were not audible, then it is now audible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is a
Okay.
network issue, I think.
Oh, is it? Well, so now is it clear for you?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay, then. Yeah. So did you miss anything?
I don't know.
How much time it
You were
was?
asking about some servers.
I don't know.
How
Is
many
it for
servers
everyone?
required?
No, I think she missed the part where you said we need 4 EC2. If we need Mav and Tomcat and everything, you need 4 of them. But if you're using the Docker containers, you just need one, and you can use the 4 containers from one EC2 instance.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
exactly. Actually, I joined twice. I don't know which one it is. Just I have some problem with my fine. Yeah, so this one. You can tell me. So yeah, please go ahead, Shilpa.
Yeah, okay. I did not get any message to share my desktop.
You are the organizer now. Directly you can open it. You can click on share button.
Acha, okay. Okay, everyone are able to view my desktop. I mean my laptop.
Yes.
Okay. So what happened is I have installed my Docker in this EC2 instance. Okay, then what I've
Mm-hmm.
done is I have used his Docker image to create the Docker image. So
Mm-hmm.
what is happening is I want to check what all applications are installed in this particular image. Okay, as for that I have to start the image and I have to execute the image. But the problem is I'm not able to log into the this image. Don't know why. Here I have searched for few links. Then they have mentioned it's a very simple thing, and you can resolve using these two commands. But it is not resolving. I mean, I don't know. It is not logging in to the Docker.
Can you use -IT? Docker execute -IT.
Okay, one minute.
Yes. Control C.
Uh,
Actually, if you don't use -IT, okay, so the container will be running the front end, foreground. So
okay, what
directly, so
happened?
you won't get any terminal. That's the thing.
Okay, one minute.
So you have to use -IT, Docker space -I execute -IT, then your image, your container ID, then /bin
Okay.
/bash.
And I wanted to show you something. I have noticed something here when I have installed his image.
Mm-hmm.
One moment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it depends on the image, right? We don't know what exactly they are running. So if you go through that image description and all, you will come to know that. If you open in Docker Hub,
Okay.
definitely that image should be in Docker Hub. If you open a description, they will clearly explain us what exactly they are running on top of that image. So until unless someone has, because let's assume that I created my custom image. So until unless I given the description to you, how can you know that, right? So those and so application installed in it. That's just assumption basis. We have to go in that case. So you should have the description file for that particular
Okay.
image.
I got it, but what I noticed is a bit different. When I install that Docker, I thought we have to enable the ports. But what I see is, to my surprise, these ports are already enabled: 4243 and 22.
Mhm.
Is it possible that automatically that ports are opened when you install any Docker with so and
No,
so
no,
image?
not not like that. No, it's not possible.
This this is what I observed. I don't know. Even I was surprised because I
So what
haven't
exactly
added.
you ran? Can you show me that maybe by
Yeah, it
seeing the
is a
command I
simple,
may tell something?
the simple command. Whatever it is written here, I've directly
Just show me that.
added this. Uh, he has given me a Docker container actually. Yeah, this container he asked me to install. So I have just run it using our normal commands: Docker run -dit
Mhm.
this image.
Mhm.
Is it possible
Okay.
that these are enabled automatically?
No, I don't think so, but I don't know somehow in the back end maybe something happened. I'm
In
not sure.
your
Okay, if you
security
show
group,
me,
Yeah, yeah.
because I
so she's
enabled it
saying that.
myself when I ran the image. I enabled it myself.
Okay.
But as per my knowledge, no, you have to do it. So by default, it won't come up.
Okay, maybe I have done it and I don't know
Maybe.
what happened this week. No response from Demon.
Just do Docker PS.
Okay. I think it is already started.
Yes,
Docker
it's already started.
dot
Docker
IT.
execute -IT.
How? Oh shit. This. Okay. Okay. One more thing is here in the cloud.
Mm.
I have added everything. If you see this,
Mm.
the Docker host URL, everything
Mm.
I've given as per the settings. But the
Mhm.
problem is I'm not getting this here in the nodes. I don't know why. Here in the nodes, I'm not getting the node.
I don't think so. Here it will be so. In that notes, is it mentioned like in the managed notes it will be available?
No, but it makes sense now because whatever nodes they are available, it should be
That's
present here.
fine. Just click on configure clouds. Maybe it might be there in that. Here itself, configure clouds
No,
option is there, right?
this one only,
I
na?
think so. Okay, leave it this here. Okay, so go to Jenkins job, any job.
Yeah, but the
Go to
problem
Jenkins.
here is even
Open your job,
yeah, here also I'm
configure.
giving this. Yeah, it is not working. Wait a moment, I'll show you. Even if I give the label name also, it is not working. I don't know why.
That means you did not configure properly. You have to
I have
check
test
that.
the
Why?
I have to test. No, no, I have test the configuration. It passed actually. I'll show
Okay,
you.
show me
I
one
have,
more time.
yes, I'll show you. So cloud details. So this is the my URL. Okay, the Docker
Mm-hmm.
host URL. And when I test
Mm-hmm.
the, it is verified actually. If there is a problem, then we'll get an error here. That's what he has mentioned here.
Mm-hmm.
To test that, you have to give it, and when you click on test connection, this will be enabled.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
one more thing is, I have also,
And what about the Docker agent templates?
yeah, here also I have filled everything, right?
Mm-hmm. I think here also somewhere you should have that test connect with the
Uh,
containers. Come down.
it is not there, I think.
Uh, no properties. So actually, somewhere you should have that containers, whether that is added successfully or not. It should show that.
Okay.
Click on advanced button. Their advanced button is there, right, in between. The at top left hand, right hand side, advanced button. So what
Right
is
hand
there?
side here.
Scroll up.
This one.
Yeah, scroll up. Yes, yes. Wait. Mm-hmm. Test connection. Maybe we have to go through line by line. Then only I can figure it out. Okay, do one thing. Try it one more time. So definitely
Hmm.
somewhere you missed something related to here. This part, whatever you showed me. So this is for
Hmm.
Docker host login, not for
Yes.
image. Again, image, whether that image is building or not,
Image I have
like
given
you have,
here.
that's what you have given correct only. But try one more time. Whether so, click on registry authentication.
Okay.
Have you given your registry details? Have you verified that whether Docker registry details required or not? Actually, it's not required. Okay. So container settings. Just click on container settings. Even I so if I go through the complete document, definitely somewhere like they will provide what exactly how to test whether container is able to build or not. Okay. Can you go back to notes once? So that's what you need. So it has clear steps actually. Okay. So if you follow clearly step by step, definitely somewhere you will get the answer. Show me that. And one more thing I want to just tell you guys. So don't blindly follow single nodes. Maybe sometimes it may allow you, sometimes it may maybe work or not, right? Because of the versions also. So right. So day to day the versions will be changed, right? Your OS will be different. Your like Docker version would be different. So those options may work or may not work. You have to test different ways. Then only it works. Okay. So definitely the document should work because I tried some time back. Okay. So try one more time and definitely. So maybe wherever you want to try to change options. So in that way, definitely it works. So whenever in your job, it should show your Docker image, whatever the slave machine name. Okay, so in that, uh, is like such a way it will work definitely. So try one more time. Okay, so you can get it.
Okay.
Got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, everybody. So you have to follow that. You have to clearly go through each and every line. You should not just blindly go with the screenshots. You should follow what exactly they are saying. Why I'm running this screenshot, why I'm running that command, why I'm running using that option. They will give clear description, right? You have to follow based on your options. Okay, so don't just blindly follow the screenshots. It may not work. You have to read what exactly they are reading, then after only just try. Okay, definitely it should get, you should get the answer. But well try, Shilpa. So definitely try one more time. You will get the answer. So you're almost done, but somewhere it's blocking. But try. Let's see like whether the ports are open clearly, or maybe authentication, the container authentication credentials you have added correctly or not, ports you're correctly using or not. Try all of those. Okay. So definitely somewhere you'll get the answer. And if it is not, let me know one more time. So like that's what, to resolve this, what you have done, simply you're following the notes, and after following the notes, if not working means you're asking me. It doesn't work. You have to try why it's not working, and tell me the options tomorrow. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Try one more time, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So anybody else tried that, guys? Anybody else? No one tried, huh? So it's not good, guys. Simply listening class, it won't work out. You have to try. At least Shilpa tried that. It doesn't matter whether she got it or not, but it's well try. Okay, so try to search in one more uh, time. Google also. Don't simply blindly follow one document. If it is not working, means try with one more document. So maybe you may get one more option, some more options, right? So sometimes different ways I can same method. So and one more thing,
One.
yesterday I given one pipeline, right? Anybody tried in that way? My notebook in my Google Drive, I given one more way. So without adding slave mission, so I can add a Docker host itself. So in that Docker host, I can run my images. Can you open my Google Drive yesterday's? So Google Drive once. Go to DevOps class notes and Kubernetes. No.
I'm sorry, this is a new laptop, office laptop. I don't have that one link.
Okay.
Can
So
someone
guys,
tell
can you
me?
someone please ping Google Drive details to Shilpa?
One more question, Amar.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are manually creating your Docker image and we are working on it. But in real time, how it will happen? For example, if you want to set up any dev or QA environment, so here what he was mentioning here is ephemeral Docker images. So that means after usage, this will be trashed out. I mean, it will be released, the Docker image. So how
Again,
come?
every build it will create a new Docker container, and once the build is completed, your container will be deleted. So it's only for build purpose.
After building
Got
up
it?
that, we'll be taking a copy of that WAR file and pasting into the Tomcat
Yes.
and delete that
Yes,
container.
exactly.
That's what you're trying to tell me.
Yes, exactly. And one more thing, copying the WAR files into Tomcat container means, so are we copying the file into default storage? So we discussed in Docker container already, Docker container topic. What is the default storage? What is the Docker volume? Right? If you place your WAR file into your Docker volume, so directly I can make it in my Docker host itself, right? Docker volume,
Yeah.
where it will be created in Docker host itself. Only that path I can map it to my container, right? So that so the container will work. So
Okay.
that's
My
a
question
very
here is every
yeah.
time I have to set up the, I mean, every time I have to give the Docker host URL in the cloud node, right? I mean,
Not every
how
time. It's
many,
one time setup. Why
but that
why
Docker,
you need multiple times?
but the
Hmm.
Docker will be ephemeral Docker and it will be deleted right after using it. So again, when the developer want to create he want to build one more time, again he has to do all the settings what I have done.
No,
So
not
is
required. Actually, no. The container will be deleted and created respective to your build automatically. You no need to do it manually. It's one-time setup for sure. Your content. So that's the reason I'm giving my Docker host details. I'm giving my image details, not container details. Are you giving container in that like cloud configuration?
no. We are giving the
Then
container name. Okay, I agree with you. Is it so like
hmm,
will be maintaining a constant container name somehow like this?
yes, yes,
Here I'm
you're right.
giving the okay.
Exactly. So the
Yeah.
name you're giving. So actually, what will happen means every time a container will be created, and on top of it, your build will be triggered, and finally the container will be deleted. That
Okay.
is how it works. Got it? It's one time test setup. Not every time you have to do this again and again. Not at all like that.
Okay. Which one?
Got it?
Yeah, understood.
Here the pipeline Docker example, the last one. Yes, open it. Hmm. Here this is one more way. As I told you yesterday. Okay, so directly I can give my Docker host details. So label J1 Docker one. Actually, that is my Docker name, that agent name. Okay, and inside that I can build my image. I can build my container with this command. So on top of that container, your commands will be triggered. Your all stages will be triggered in on top of that container. Got it? This is one more way. Like instead of adding my slave machine, my Maven Maven as a slave machine, so I can do directly like this also. Simply add your Docker host as a slave machine. Okay, then just you can use this configuration in the agent configuration. I can do like
Okay, what is this registry URL?
that is actually registry is nothing but if you are using like instead of any other registry. Okay, that registry URL and the password, the credentials for your registry.
Sorry, your
Uh,
voice is breaking.
okay, so as I told you in previous classes, we do have other types of registries also, not only Docker Hub. So Docker Hub is the default one, right?
Okay.
Apart from that, you do have ECR, is container
Okay.
registry, then
Okay.
Nexus registry, then Google registry. So if you are any other registry, you have to provide a credential, right? That is what this registry URL and registry credential ID.
Okay.
But if you are using Docker, you no need to give that. Directly, I can give this image name. Okay, so that
Okay.
is how it works. You can add your Docker, you can run your jobs on top of Docker image, so Docker containers also. Remaining all are same. Only this like initial step is different. So either you are trying one more way that way or this way. Any way is fine. It's up to you. But Shilpa, it's very well tried. So try one more time. Try to go through one more document. Don't simply stick with a single document.
Okay.
Okay. So try with one more document, you will get n number of search web pages for any exam. Only thing is how you are searching. That is very important. Try in
Okay.
one more thing. My suggestion is go through each and every line in that what exactly they are trying. So should I use the same option or should I change any other option based on my requirement? You should know that.
Okay.
What options they are using and all because I did lot so definitely that document should work about based on your OS version, your Docker version. I don't know which Docker version you are using. And one more thing, which
Yes.
what Docker version he is using. So based on these also the options, the behavior will depend. Yes or no?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
please
yes.
definitely it should be somewhere. Got it now?
Yeah.
Okay, try one more time. Definitely it should. And yeah. So any other doubt, guys?
Could you
If
give me an
if
example wherein I can set up through Kubernetes?
yes, Kubernetes also I given one more link, right? One more extra so link to set up Kubernetes parts as a slave machine. Have you
Okay.
tried any chance? Have you tried
No,
that?
no, I haven't tried it actually.
I
This
think I
one?
pinged in group chat itself.
Acha. Okay, let me check.
No, this
I haven't gone through.
one. Check it.
This YouTube video you're talking about, sorry.
Not sure. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that one. I given a website URL itself. So guys, anybody has that link I pinged in group chat? So guys, anybody has it? Just a minute. Let me check whether I don't know I pinged yesterday or not. No, I don't think so. I did not ping you.
Hmm.
I did not ping it. Just open your Google. It's very easy. Doesn't matter. You'll get again in the same way. How you are able to add a Docker container, the same way you will get it for Kubernetes also. Not this one, not Google Drive, Google. So how to add Kubernetes pod as a slave machine, as a Jenkins slave machine. How to add Kubernetes pods as a Jenkins slave. Yeah, open the first one. Not this one. So I provided yesterday. I don't know. Guys, anybody has that link?
Is it the one for the simple projects?
No, not that one. I given one more link also. How to add Kubernetes pod as a slave machine. So same way, like how you are adding Docker container, in the same way I can add Kubernetes pod also. Kubernetes pod also like as a slave machine. Nobody has that link. Huh? Okay, no problem. I'll get it. So actually, I joined from my mobile. My laptop is so I have some problem. Maybe so I'll send it after this class. Okay, so in the same way, how you are adding a Docker machine, in the same way, try to add a Kubernetes pod also. Definitely, it should work. And guys, as I told you, documents are only for reference purpose. You have to go through the complete documentation and try to understand what exactly they are doing. Maybe the same options sometimes may not be available in the setup what you are doing. You may have to tweak your changes based on your requirement, right? You should follow that. You should try to get it from different documents if it is not available. The available of maybe setup in your document and the available the setup available in your real setup might be differ. The options, the functionalities, right? So you have to try that. Okay, so try that, guys. And apart from these, any other doubts, guys? Any other doubts in Jenkins? If you go through those projects again, you will come to know you will get some clarity. So try to configure whenever you get a time. Okay, and anything I want to tell Jenkins? Yeah, so that's it from my end. So anything else, guys? Any doubts in Jenkins till now, whatever we discussed? And one more thing, can you go to Google once? Jenkins file examples in GitHub. Type it. So you will get n number of Jenkins files, the real-time examples. Jenkins file examples in GitHub. So again, this can be a project, these Jenkins files. So open the first one. You can build n number of projects. So here, just click on that MS build. Let's see. Open the Jenkins file. Oh, is using this is, guys, this is called a scripted pipeline. I told you, right? You do have two types of pipelines. One is scripted, one more is declarative. The pipeline which starts with node. So generally this is like a older kind of stuff. So nowadays everybody is using declarative only. In very rare cases, depends if you are using like maybe already existing setup with node pipeline, you will go with this. Otherwise, generally you'll go with declarative pipeline. Even I ever tried this with this scripted pipeline. But here, can you try to explain me what exactly is doing? Anybody, guys? What is doing? Guys,
It looks similar to the other pipeline, right? Like it's just
yes,
state.
similar only. That's what I'm asking. What exactly it's doing?
It is checking out the
The
code,
first
and after
step
that,
is
building the code. After that, it is trying to archive the build to a particular folder. I think understood from the
Yes.
here.
So I think MS build is for .NET, right? I think
Yes,
it is .NET project.
yes.
Yeah. I think this is .NET project. So here you are checking. So where this project will be triggered in master or slave.
Pardon?
So he's not giving where this job will be triggered in master or slave.
In the master, I think because you haven't mentioned save configuration, no?
Yes. So by default, if you don't have any slave mission, it will trigger in master itself. But if you have slave mission as well, then it's up to Jenkins. I mean, wish Jenkins can trigger on any mission. Okay. So if I don't have setup in slave missions, whatever the command I'm running, those commands, then you should give exact slave mission name or master name. Then only it works. So try to set up these things also. So maybe I don't think so. MS Build need a Windows machines. Okay, so I don't think so. So because these bad commands and all, even I am not sure I ever worked on it. I think you need Windows. So it looks something. Even the directory names and all also it's looks something like that only. So dollar tool MS Build. I think these are Windows commands only. Okay, so maybe you
Yeah,
need
it is
Windows.
window command only. It is
I'm
trying to
sorry.
build a solution actually. It is trying to build a solution.
Okay, so is it a Windows command or Linux command?
No, Windows command it is.
Windows command only. Yeah. Yeah. So in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
case, your Jenkins master should be Windows machine. Guys, one more thing. You can try Jenkins installation on Windows machine also. Okay. Can you take it as a task? How to install Jenkins master, Jenkins application in Windows machine. So not only this one, every tool try to install on Windows also, like Ansible, Docker, Jenkins, Maven, Sonar, Nexus. So everything try to install on Windows also. That is also one of the best practice if you have time. Okay, now come back. We'll go with another pipeline. So guys, try to check this Jenkins file. You will get some ideas. So go to SonarQube. Again, it seems these examples all is using scripted pipeline only. Go back to complete outside. So again, go to the Google. We'll go with declarative. Try again. Jenkins file examples, or else try declarative Jenkins file examples in GitHub. Open the first one. Come down. Nothing is there. Maybe click on that any links here. Mhm. Hmm. Here, can you try to explain this project? What exactly is doing, guys? So stages we do have checkout stage. So that means checkout stage, build stage. Only two stages he has. Nothing. Just he is building. So guys, this is called as CI. CI means continuous integration. Just building an application. That's it. Nothing. It's not deploying, right? It's not delivery. So CD is not there. Only integration. So getting the latest code and building an application. That's it. Here also same stuff. He's using variable concept here. So try to go through like this, guys. Try to build a different Jenkins pipelines in this way. So and this one, wait. Actually, we haven't seen mail notification in pipeline, right? You have to add this pipeline, this post configuration in your pipeline at the end of your job. Before pipeline, after the stages. So okay, so after the stage that curly braces, before ending of your pipeline script, you have to add this script to send the alerts. This is what mail notification in your pipeline. So already we have seen mail notification like via Freestyle and Maven project, right? So for pipeline, this is the way. In your Jenkins file, you have to add this. Then it will work. Okay, guys, like this. So you will get n number of examples for Jenkins file. Try to set up as much as. So whatever the commands you are having in the each stage, how to execute, in which machine is executing. So obviously those commands should be executed in your slave machine itself. Maybe sometimes the other machine like Sonar, Nexus, Tomcat. I have already showed you how to integrate other servers with your slave machine. So try to do those way in that way, and you will get more exposure. Okay, about each and every tool. And yeah, so that's it, guys, from my end. So anything else from your end? Any doubts? I don't know how many of you are practicing, guys. So only listening, definitely it won't work out. Okay, so that is my suggestion. Even if you're really interested, whenever like a Jenkins tool is started in another batch, I'll tell you, let you know that there also you can join, but it's completely your depends on you. Yeah. So then can you wrap up the call for today? So tomorrow we'll start a new topic, guys.
Amar, Amar,
Yeah.
one
Yes.
question. Is that
Yes.
checkout step mandatory for that pipeline script?
Yes, definitely checkout is required because so I have to tell right from where I want to get the data. So most probably nowadays we are storing our data into GitHub only. If at all you're committing your data into GitHub, so I should have that checkout step. Maybe sometime let's assume that I'm not using GitHub. My data I'm storing it in my local drive itself. Okay. In that case, no need to do checkout step.
Okay, but
It
but
depends on
the
your
pipeline,
environment.
yeah, but the pipeline script it will obviously it will start from the checkout stage, right?
That's what it depends. It's not mandatory. The checkout step is not mandatory. Why you are adding the checkout step? Because I want to get my data. That's the reason I'm starting my pipeline with the checkout step. Let's assume that already in my local machine, in my wherever I'm running my job, there itself I have my code in some directory. So in that case, what I will do, so directly in build step, I'll run like this cd space that directory wherever I have the code, and I will run that maven command there. So why should I again check out required if my code is available in my local machine, in my slave machine itself? Not required, right? Why I'm
Yeah,
running checkout command
but
every time means my code is available. My latest code is available in GitHub. I need a GitHub data only, right? So that's the reason I'm running checkout. But it's not mandatory that you have to run that checkout step first. That is the best practice. So nobody nowadays is storing your data in local machine, right?
Correct, correct.
Because if you store in GitHub or version control, you'll get more advantages. That's the reason everybody's storing. That's the reason all the Jenkins file now, like nowadays, they started with checkout step itself because that's the best practice, right?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Anything else? So, how about you, Manraj? Are you practicing?
Yeah, yeah. I'm practicing every day.
But nowadays, you're not active. So maybe
Uh,
initial cases you're actively presenting this screen and all, but later,
Actually, my shift got changed. I mean, the shift timing is 12:30 to 10. So somehow I am
hmm.
managing after 9:30.
No, class timings, that's fine. But whatever practice I'm asking,
Yeah, practice I'm doing. I'm doing it.
you're doing it, right? Okay, good. So because
But
without practice,
to be
it's
honest,
tough.
I didn't get today's class. Somewhat I gained some knowledge, but I am not aware about the Docker part. So
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah, let
no
me
problem. So I'll
complete that
start
chapter.
Docker and
Then only I
Kubernetes.
can go for them.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter. Okay, only that. So last step, Docker, how to add your slave machine, like Docker as its Docker image, right? That is what you're saying. So it doesn't matter. So definitely, so you'll come to know that. Okay. So only, but you are clear about Jenkins topic, right? Why
Yeah,
Jenkins is
correct,
required, how to
correct,
use it.
correct.
Yeah. So it's not a big deal. So you'll come to know that.
Yes, I need to
Okay. So
explore the
tomorrow we'll.
Jenkins. Yeah,
Yes. You need. That's what. Here, go through with the Jenkins files. Okay. So these are whatever you are seeing. You will get n number of in GitHub actually. Those are real-time examples only. Okay. And try to set up those in your Jenkins. Definitely, you will get more exposure. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So okay then, guys. So it's enough for today. So again, we'll make it in tomorrow class. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. We'll meet again
Thank you all.
tomorrow, same
Good night.
time. Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
all.
Thanks.
you. Bye.